Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to showcase for all of you guys an interview between me and Lewis Hamilton. Yes, world champion F1 driver, one of the best all time, no matter how you put it down. He sat down with me after his collaboration announcement with Fortnite and Rocket League. We talked about gaming. We talked about his competitive nature. We talked about his dog, Fortnite, Rocket League, CoD, GTA 6, whatever you want. I hope you guys all enjoy. I was incredibly nervous going into this one, so if you guys could leave a like and a comment and maybe subscribe for more. Yeah, hope you guys all enjoy. Here is the one, the only, Lewis Hamilton.
All right, we are here, guys, ahead of F1 Las Vegas with the one and only Lewis Hamilton. Also timely announced this morning, you were actually officially in not just Fortnite, but also Rocket League, which is a pretty cool thing to do back-to-back.
Crazy
announcements. Can you just describe to us, like, how did that come to be? How did that conversation start with getting you in a game of Fortnite and Rocket League?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted to be do something in gaming. I've been into games since I was really young, and particularly Fortnite was the thing that I would play with my friends. Like, I got friends in LA and in New York and in France, and so as I'm traveling, it's really hard to like keep up with everyone or even be social. So this was the thing that kept me and my friends like together, and we're just having a laugh on this game. So, but I never ever thought that I'd have a character. Obviously, I saw like LeBron and what they were doing, some of the other icons. And somehow he just reached out to us and was like, would you like to be a part of it? And I was, of course, I said yes immediately.
And I think you actually went viral like 5 years ago for playing Fortnite until 5 a.m. Do you remember that by chance? It was posted on Reddit. It was all over social medias. People finding out that you actually play video games when you do get free time.
Oh, I love gaming. I mean, I've now got this like new travel console that I found. Well, firstly, I would travel with a suitcase. Like one of those suitcase consoles with the monitor in it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so usually I'm taking around this box, and I've obviously gone from different iterations. So I had a huge box at one stage when I'm traveling. I'd be able to play it, and people would think that I was like, "Are you a professional gamer?" But it'd have like the original the PlayStation, the PS4 I had on it originally. Now the one with the PS5, but now I'm carrying this like little kind of Game Boy device. It's like a Switch, but it's a PC. So I've got this game runner, and I play for like 5 hours of it.
Dang, because you're always traveling, and so you got to find a way to bring it with it.
Yeah, so this thing's perfect. Me and my friend Timmy got one, and so we were driving from LA to Vegas, and we're playing in the car, and so it's a great way to look out sometime.
And it's also timely announced. Obviously, you're going to be driving this weekend here in Vegas, but to also be announced across Rocket League, where there's cars. In Fortnite, a game that you seem to really truly love. Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to talk about designs. But have you had a chance to try OG Fortnite with its return?
I haven't, not yet, but I'm happy that they brought the original back.
Gotcha. I'm glad you mentioned it, because obviously known for your fashion. Can you kind of walk us to the process? Because I imagine Epic gave you full control of the design. It seems like it's something you take to heart. So what was the inspiration for both the skins?
Mostly it's I really wanted it to be futuristic, and in this world you can be whatever you want and do whatever you want. And as a kid, for me, Superman was kind of my all-time favorite superhero. But I think the thing for me is like he didn't look like me, and I think as a kid didn't realize that I could be a superhero. And it wasn't until Black Panther and Chadwick and that's really where I got the inspiration from. There was a picture when Chadwick passed. I won this race in Spa in Belgium, and I had my helmet. Like, there's this picture of me standing on top of my car. It was like, it looked so similar to like his character. So that's really why I decided to kind of bring that into this.
I don't know if you had a chance to check social media, but that was like most of the responses, people mentioning Chadwick and also showing Black Panther as a inspiration. So that's cool. Also very cool, you introduced the whole world who already knew about him, but your dog Roscoe also made it into Fortnite. I don't know if that's the first official pet in Fortnite, or if I could say that.
I wonder if it must be.
Was he part of the contract?
Roscoe, yeah, Roscoe. He has his own manager, and like he charges high fees.
So in case people don't know about Roscoe, why does he have to be in the game with you?
I just thought it'd be cool. I mean, firstly, he's like my sidekick. I mean, there's so many pet lovers out there, but Roscoe is a big part of my life. And he has traveled with me around the world. And I've always wanted to do some sort of like cartoon with when I had both my dogs, Coco and Roscoe. a bit like the kind of the Tom and Jerry vibe, you know, where the character, you see the owner just from the knee down, but it would be kind of cool to see the world that they're traveling through. We're going to 24 countries around the world and what they would get up to, like, outside of things. So this was a great opportunity to be able to integrate him into it. And the clip of him, like, on my surfboard, as you're jumping from the bus, it's so cool. And I put it out there when we were on the call, and they were amazing at just asking the right questions and let me get fully involved. But a great team that I work with on the personal side as well. So bit by bit, it's slowly, and I wanted to make sure it started out. So I've got a swag too.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's just so funny because he also has his own socials. Yeah, also 1 million followers on Instagram. Like, he's living his own dog life with his own business.
Yeah, he's doing TV ads. He's doing photo shoots, other stuff. He's such a well-behaved dog. So, and now he's like, I've got he's plant-based, which just changed his life. He doesn't have any like skin allergies or anything like that now. And he's just done a day out with a bunch of other dogs at the park, just recently celebrating his birthday. And he's gonna soon there'll be like a vegan dog food that he's gonna bring out.
You guys have it all about it. Earlier you mentioned like you love the game on the road and when you have time. What are some of your favorite games so people can know?
Favorite games, I really like Starfield, the new Starfield. Call of Duty is something that I'm like back to back with Fortnite and Call of Duty. But I would say that I prefer playing Fortnite because I love the building aspect of it. When you have to chop down the trees and you're building and then shoot from above. There was one time I got killed by one of the who was it was Ninja? Like one of the biggest, one of the best gamers.
He is, yeah, certainly.
And I remember getting killed. Someone just jumping down and shooting me from the top of the head, and then I just ended up watching him, and then I found out it was like I can't remember if the guy's name's Ninja, but it was like one of the greatest gamers there is. I was like, damn, there's no way I can beat this guy.
So I don't think it would go without saying you're probably a pretty competitive person. Would you agree?
One of the most competitive, yeah.
Do you like take that to a new notch when you're playing games? Does that channel through?
For sure, yeah. I get frustrated as hell. Broken feet controllers.
Okay.
I can be so frustrating because it's obviously something you need to be putting a lot of time in, and I'm just doing it casually whenever I get a little bit of time. But now I have this portable device. I'm starting to use this a lot more.
This might be a super far-fetched question, but I've seen soccer/football stars talk about wanting to go pro in Fortnite when they retire. Would you do you think that you could ever compete with like top-level professional gamers if you had dedicated your life to it, like you do with driving it?
The driving side, easy. You know, like when I was on the racing simulator, easy. Cool.
Gotcha.
But I'm not sure about like the I don't know if in combat games I'd probably wouldn't have been a pro.
Okay, so if you're a competitive person, what is one thing that you're really competitive in that you wish like you're almost embarrassed that you take it too competitively, or you take it too seriously?
Probably bowling.
Ooh. Did not expect that.
So we like at Christmas, that's the only thing to do, like need and so when we're out in the snow in the mountain, so there's a bowling alley down the road. I get messing competitive with bowling.
Gotcha.
It's not cool to be cool bowling.
I also have to ask because it was just recently rumored to be coming hopefully sometime next year. I don't know if you're a big GTA person. So GTA 6, have you be hopping on that at all?
1000%. Yeah, I freaking love that, guys. They're taking so long to bring it out. We've been waiting for like 10 years more.
Yeah.
It's been forever. So I can't wait to see what they come up with.
A few more serious questions. Total jump of the gun. I was kind of curious, and I'm asked a lot of people. You spend a lot of time away from home, and so it can't be easy. But throughout a year, what's the amount of days you spend traveling for work?
Probably must be around 200. I would say 280, maybe 280, 290. Yeah, I'm hopping around a lot, and it's whilst it's like such a privilege to be able to do it, it's massively challenging, like keeping friendships, keeping relationships going. That's why stuff like this is like, it's so critical to be able to keep those friendships going. I've got one of my best friends, for example, in LA. And luckily for me and him, we always play online on 6 different time zones, sometimes get away. And also my brother, he lives in the UK and I don't really get to see him a huge amount. And he's a massive gamer as well. He's more like on simulator games. He loves racing, but it took me forever to get him onto Fortnite. He's like, nah, I don't like shoot 'em up games. I can't see anybody. And now he's hooked. So I think he'll love this character too.
One thing I really wanted to ask you today was, you could do nothing for the rest of your career until you're retired, and you will still go down as one of the best all time, which a lot of people are never in a position to say. And so what keeps you motivated? Like, what keeps you driven to travel 280 days a year, to keep on just chasing whatever that dream really is? Like, what keeps you motivated?
Well, one thing is, it's just that it's the passion. I still have a huge passion for what I do. I still love what I'm doing. I get to work with a huge team of people. And on top of that, then there's all these different collaborations you're doing with all the partners that you have within the team. The bar is always moving. The target's always moving. And so it's just a constant cycle that you're going into, and it's always new. But we're coming to this new circuit here. It's a massive challenge. Who can win the first Grand Prix, or who can get on top of the crickets? And then on top of that, it's realizing the platform that I have and the impact that we're able to have in these different places. And I think about, like, me as a kid, not necessarily whilst I was having people that I looked up to. I wouldn't say that I was like had a lot of inspiration. Like, my dad was someone who inspired me, but I want to make sure that whilst I have this platform, I'm encouraging kids, like, we need to get more kids into STEM. Engineer. If I knew that I could be an engineer when I was a kid, and STEM was the way I had to do that, I would have done so much better at school. So, I know education is key. So that's something that keeps me sparked and energized in the background, the work that we're doing there. And then it's just so much fun. It's like a real life game.
Yeah.
And every decision you make has serious consequences, and it's risky as hell. And that's just exciting.
Yeah. When it comes to being at your level, I think a lot of people would look to you for motivation or inspiration for a lot of different reasons, but especially for athletes or professional players of any sort. What do you think is that separation when you know you're good or you're great, but it's going to take an extra step, I imagine, to be in your shoes?
Yeah.
So what would you say that it takes to take that step, or what was that defining factor to separate the great from the absolute best?
I mean, I think at the core of it, it's always self-belief. Just undeniable, just the most huge amount of self-belief in yourself and in your capabilities. And if you put the work in, you can achieve great things. And I think it's not being, I think a lot of the time we get in the way of ourselves, block ourselves from either getting out of our heads or going past that limit. And I think for me, I'm just exploring my wildest dreams all the time. I'm always pushing the limits. And that's why I have to constantly be doing it. We're not racing all the time, naturally. It's every couple of weeks, but even in between, like this, maybe a week or two, I still need to do something to, like, push the limits. So, like, jumping out of planes, or, I'm surfing and trying to find the biggest wave. I need to have that risk factor. I need to be taking risks as much as possible, because I feel like I'm learning. I feel like that's like, I'm tapping into that fear element, that I feel like I've got to overcome.
That was great. Cass, we good on time, man?
That was a good one.
That was great. Yeah. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate the time.
We've got to get you into Broncos.